using the internet to do better things and reach more people so you can change more lives, or you're already doing that. So here's what happened in a nutshell. Every morning I wake up, and this morning was no different, and first thing I do in terms of business, apart from giving gratitude before my feet touch the ground, I always say that, I came down and started to go through my day, my schedule. And one of the first things I do is look at people who've reached out to me for help, or people who may want to connect on any platform, be it LinkedIn, Facebook, or anywhere else, or just via email. And so I had this person who wanted to connect, which is good, being proactive. And I accepted their request, and, I said, that's it. I'll look forward to learning about what you do and, see if there's anything we can do together mutually, because this person is, I believe they're in a coaching niche or something, or consulting. Literally 10 seconds later, I get a message that says, oh, great. I looked at your profile, this, that, and the other. Very canned text, by the way. And that's part of the gripe I have with this thing, which I'll explain in a moment. It was very canned text. And if you're someone that people see as a thought leader of any kind, you will get people reaching out to you, which can be a good thing. And, there's nothing wrong with that. But this person, what did they do? So they sent back a message that line for line, word for word, it was exactly the same as about 12 messages I'd received just this week. And it's just Thursday this week. So I responded to them. I looked at it and I responded to them and said, well, thanks for sharing what you do. I saw your message, which was, basically, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm interested in doing. I looked at your profile. I'm pulling this thing together. You might want to look at it because it might be of help to you. That's where I have a problem. And this is what I say to the introvert entrepreneurs that I work with. You don't, on your very first interaction with someone, try to sell them something. It's a very, very big mistake. I border on saying that it's disrespectful of people's time, and it makes you look desperate. And you don't want to look desperate. And this applies to you whether you're an introvert, knowledge expert, coach, consultant, or just a service business owner in general. You do not pitch people on your very first contact, not even your second contact. You see, a mentor of mine, and yes, I still have mentors. I do attend coaching programs. Nobody knows it all. I don't know it all. Definitely don't, and I'll continue learning. And I've been doing this business, coaching and consulting, for 20 years now. If you know my story, you know that I started in June of 1995 back in London. But that's aside. So most of the mistakes that can be made, I've made them, and I'll still make more. But that doesn't stop me from teaching and training and coaching others, especially introverts. But my mentor, one of my mentors, and this was the point I want to get to, has said, there is something that you have to pay in order to get known by the people you want to serve. And that thing, he calls, it's a non-known entity tax. In other words, you can have the best solutions in the world. You can have the best training, coaching, online training programs, anything. But it's very hard for you to sell successfully unless you meet a very, very desperate need. It's very hard for you to sell successfully to somebody who doesn't know you versus someone who is a known quantity. So that is the tax that you have to pay before you can successfully market to people and for them to take you seriously. So let's say you have a program similar to what Tony Robbins has, and you do your advertising, your outreach, be it on social media or anywhere else, and Tony Robbins does exactly the same thing. Who do you think people are going to listen to? Of course it's going to be Tony Robbins. Why? Well, he's a known quantity. And so there's this thing that first of all, I encourage you to make your mantra. I will not attempt to sell until the people that I want to reach with my coaching, my consulting, my spiritual teaching and healing methods, until they've actually shown interest in what I want to offer. And that is the big message here. So my response to this gentleman, oh, well, I said it's a gentleman. It doesn't matter. There's so many gentlemen online. But my response to this person was, hey, look, I've seen about 12 of exactly the same messages that you've just posted in Messenger to me. I've been doing this thing for a fairly long amount of time. I know most of the people that are credible that have programs. I've attended quite a few of them because we keep learning. I would recommend that you seek to establish some sort of relationship prior to pitching. Now, you tell me if anything's wrong with that, and you've probably received these sort of messages yourself. And again, let's understand, we all learn. I could learn from you, for instance, because there are things you do that are different to what I do. You might have methods and approaches and systems that are different to mine. So we all keep learning, and we're in business to change lives and make money or earn money. No one makes money, just, we don't make it, we earn it. So I'm not criticizing the fact that this person wanted to earn money for their business, but you do not do it on the first contact. I went back to check to see if they'd responded to my response. And do you want to know what happened? They disconnected from being a friend on Facebook. So to me, that means they weren't actually a friend. They were just trying to find a way to pitch what they had. And please don't do this. It doesn't matter whether you're an introvert, whether you're an extrovert, an ambivert, or anything else. If you offer your knowledge, your wisdom, your expertise, or your experience as a coach, as a consultant, as a healer, teacher, attorney, financial advisor, don't do it because you have to pay that tax. And the way that you do that is by getting those people to know that you exist first and foremost, and to take some sort of action that shows that they're interested in what you have to offer, because they might not be a good fit. So that's just what I thought I should share while I go about these early morning chores. And now, so I don't get into trouble, I think I have to leave you now and go and continue doing what else needs to be done. I think it's actually vacuuming. Well, I'm off to get my steps in. If you have any comments or feedback, please feel free to share. I will be putting out these educational and informative videos from time to time. And if you're in the Quiet Experts Method group, you know why. You know that it's not because these things, I find them easy to do or convenient, but even with my years of experience, this is something that I need to get more comfortable with doing. So the way you get better in what you need to do is by actually doing it. Till next time, I'm off. Yep, I can hear them calling for me. I'm off. Talk to you again soon.